Let's see. Could you? Yep. Nope. Now you're doing this. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I get this crack-a-lackin'. What's up, everybody? I'm going to do this. All right, we're going to get this over here. Media.
Hi, my name is Samuel. I'm an artist and creator, and I created CosmicWars when I was 12 years old. And now I get to share it with you after all these years. And I can spend this entire time trying to convince you why I would love for you to back this campaign. But I'd rather just
In the shadows of the cosmos, a war is on the rise. A pirate with a broken heart, with treachery is his disguise. 'Cause our king now betrayed his brother for power and for gold. With the whispers of the art, the neon star, legends left untold. Through the starlit skies he sails, reckless and unbound, while beneath Crystalia's castle lies treasure to be found. But Gorf, the protector, stands tall in his fight, with armor forged in honor and strength that burns so bright. Light years away from peace tonight, the Ezos call our names. The universe a battlefield where hope ignites the flames. Hold fast to your courage, for Gorf is on your side. We're warriors in the cosmic war. Together we will rise.
All right. What's up, everybody? Okay, so what's up, everybody? I am back. My name is Samuel. I'm an independent comic book creator, and today I am going to be working on a piece that I've started. I posted a sketch this morning on social media of Gorf in combat mode. I do want to say I'm excited because we did break the 50. We did get to 50 backers. And so we unlocked the digital sketch book that everyone's going to get for free. So it can get awesome. As long as it stays there and nobody backs out, everybody gets it. So I'm excited about that. And let me get some music in the background. Lower that real quick. And we'll do night driving. And then night driving. Cool. All right. Cool. All right. So today I'm going to be working on this piece right here of Gorf. But I would remind everybody, if you're a Frank Frazetta fan, there's an amazing cover by the artist Lupins of Conan, Gorf as Conan. If you're a Marco DeFilio fan, there's also an amazing piece by him. And there's two other covers by me, CosmicWars and Epic Sci-Fi Adventure Series, and I'd love for you to give it a shot. I'm going to get rid of the sketch for a second. I'm going to start dropping colors on him before I start building the background. Let me zoom in a little bit. And Gorf in Cave. I'm just going to pull my colors from Gorf over here. Oh man, my dog's going to start barking. But yeah, I'm excited. You know, we got to 50. Now, can we get to 60? How far can we take the campaign? That'll be totally up to you guys. There's a lot of great add-ons. If you're a Cycle South fan, you can add on the Duty homage, the mashup cover of Duty as Cycle South. If you missed out on the Forbidden campaign, you can pick up the Forbidden book as well. There's a lot of opportunities to get caught up. If you miss anything by me, all my stuff's available there. You can also add on the trading cards. A lot of cool stuff to add on. But yeah, I see a hole there. I gotta fix that. Get that closed off. Cool. Let me I usually pull my colors from Gorf. Yeah, so we're only a couple of days away from the campaign ending. There's still about 42 people who signed up to be notified for the campaign launch that still have not pledged. So I am optimistic that everybody's just waiting for the last day. Hopefully you don't miss it, and hopefully you get the copy of Cosmic Wars. I'm excited about this series, and you know, Gorf has been with me forever, and I just absolutely love drawing him. What's up, Mariano? You know, yesterday I started on this piece, which is this one right here. I started inking this piece yesterday. So if you were with me on the live stream yesterday, you saw me start inking this part right here. But then I got inspired, and I wanted to again put Gorf in a commanding position, you know, almost like a Cable from X-Men. You know, I wanted him fully equipped, you know, gear, ready to rock out. Que pasa? You know, ready to get his Gorf on. It's crazy how the weekend is right around the corner. You know, tomorrow is Friday already. And it feels like this week just started. It just moves fast. Next weekend I got LitCon in Greenville, Texas. Looking forward to that. And it's a short day. I think it's like a 6-hour show. It's nothing big. So I'm not going to go with all my bells and whistles and all of my props. I'm just going to go and have fun. You know, I'll have enough on the table that it won't take me like 8 hours to set up, like at a traditional convention. All these other conventions take me forever to set up. So because it's only a few hours, it's not a overnight show. I don't have to go crazy. This is his normal color. So let's get that going in here. Is that his normal color? I don't know if that's his normal color. I think that's his normal color. That one's darker. That's better. That one's just too dark. There you go. That's his normal color. Yeah, Gorf is pretty dope. I mean, he's tough, he's bold, he's got great hair, you know, he's a hero. Enemies fear him, ladies love him, you know. Boom, look at that. That hair's rocking. They keep me rocking you, baby. All right, the gun. What color am I gonna make the gun? I think I'm gonna make it almost like a greenish. Yeah, there you go. That's better. Boom. There it is. Look at that weapon. Pew! Pew! All right. There it is. He's coming along. He's coming along. Man, I could tell you right now, I've posted Over 150 different images promoting this Kickstarter. Cray, huh? Over 150 images to promote this campaign on 14 different platforms. Crazy. All right, so now I'm going to bring the sketch background back. I'm going to zoom out a second. So there's the flats for him. So now I can start adding start working on the background. The background I'm going to do on a separate layer. I'm going to use like a icy blue or like a light blue. Let me see. I'm gonna do like this kind of blue right here. All right, let's go. Let's go. And again, if you're watching today, if you make a pledge because you saw this live stream, let me know. And I will throw in a free Gorf sticker just by you saying, Sam, I watched your live stream. Because of it, I saw the skills and I got inspired to back it. And I got you. And I'll throw in a little extra something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Who doesn't want extras? I always forget because I'm on another layer. It looks like I'm drawing through it, but I'm actually not. I'm just because when I move this behind him, it's gone. But I just want to see where the lines are when I'm connecting the lines. Again, I want to give a shout out to the Peter Palmiottis of the world, the William Russert, J.D. Calderon, all came in last minute and said, yo, we want to help you get some eyes on your campaign. Let's get you on the show. Even if we have to make adjustments, let's get you on the show. And they did. So thank you guys so much for accommodating me, making it happen. Comics for all. Thank you so much. Good looking out. And there's a lot of campaigns out there, man. I mean, you got Martha, who has her campaign going right now. I got one more week left to go. You got JD Rosario has his campaign going on right now. There's just so many right now, right? And it's so hard to choose, right? So then here comes Sam with a weird alien sci-fi book, saying, yo, back my stuff, and you're probably like, yo, your stuff is weird. It's different. It doesn't look like everybody else's. And I say to you, salud, gracias. Thank you for that. Because your boy doesn't follow trends. Your boy just trusts his instincts and does things that he likes. And not saying that, not throwing shade at anybody. Don't start anything. I'm just saying, I just like what I like. And hopefully you like it too. That's all I'm saying. All right? Don't start, no, won't be none. And I'm just trying to, dude, I grew up in an era and I know that the youngins today are like, yo, I'm tired of hearing about your era. But I'm just saying, I grew up in an era where cartoons were everything, bro. And Saturday morning cartoons were like the bomb. And, it's the best talent came out of those time periods. And I don't know. It's just, and it inspired the creative direction that I've taken and the artistic direction that I've taken. And my type of storytelling. It's an homage to that period. So shout out to the Jim Davises of the world and the Charles Schultz and the Jim Hensons of the world. Those guys, the Frazettas, the Ralph Bakshi, they inspired me to find my voice and to want to be a creative and tell stories and live in the imagination, because we need an escape today. There's so many uncertainties and this craziness. I don't even recognize New York anymore. And I grew up there. The stuff that happens there now, I'm like, damn. Bring back the Warriors, bro. Bring back the Ducky Boys and the Mau Maus and the Warriors so they can take care of all that nonsense that's happening in the city. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I'm saying the Warriors or the Wanderers, you got to watch those movies. They were the best. I don't know why I'm doing that because you can't even see it. Nope. There it is. Boom. Boom. There it is. There's my 2 planets. And what I'll do is I'm going to leave this like this. I'm going to get rid of this. Boom. And I'm going to start dropping some flats in the background. I'm going to drop in like let's drop this in the background. Boom. Right? And then maybe lighter towards down here. Right? And then maybe a little lighter up here. And here. Or should I go darker down there because it's maybe a little darker down there. All right, that's good. All right, and then if I do these, no, I'm going to do that lighter to get rid of that. Yeah, I'm going to do these darker. There you go. And then this I'll do light. Boom. And then let's get like a and then I'll put him, boom. So now I got flats in the background, right? So you get an idea of where I'm going with this. Now, what's great about this is that I see things I don't like, right? As I'm drawing this. I see the lines that I don't like, and I can change those line colors like this. I can change the colors to, there you go, a little lighter. So it blends in a little more. So when I start doing tones, I'll leave it like that. But the line for that, the planets, I'm getting rid of it. So now that I have the planets there, I got the colors dropped in. I don't need it anymore. So I'm going to get rid of those lines because it just gets on my nerves. And I don't like the way it looks. Right? And then once I add all of the shading and... so this is what it's looking like so far. Let me hit save because I always forget to save. I don't see anything there. Let me see something real quick. Share. How many people can I share with in this? Not many. I don't need to share. I don't want suggested. I want all. All right. Whatever. So now I'm going to work on Gorf first, and then I'll start doing the stuff in the background. So let's fix this. So I create another layer over the the flat color layers, and I start dropping in shadows. Butterflies in the sky, I can see high and high. Take a look, it's in the book. You're reading Rainbow. Boom. Oh, I actually don't like that, so I'm gonna get rid of that too. All right, cool. Today at work, I was craving Chinese food, but I ended up eating cheese, turkey slices, and crackers. But I was like, I gotta get me some Chinese food, but I never did. I'll probably do it this weekend. When I was in high school, there was a spot across the street from my high school. We used to go there at least twice a week, me and my friends, and we'd get the same thing: chicken wings, French fries with hot sauce and ketchup. She knew exactly what we wanted when we walked in. As soon as she saw us, she goes, "Okay, got it coming." Well, number one, it was cheap. It was $3. And you were like, what, $3? Yeah, back in those days, man. So we do it twice a week. And then the other times we go to Karen's, which is across the street from my high school, and we get beef patty with cocoa bread. And Welch's grape soda. Great combination. With Cool Ranch Doritos. I gotta make sure I say that. Also with Cool Ranch Doritos. Meal for champions. Those are the best meals. Was that a health choice? Yeah, that was the budget-friendly choice. That's why we ate so much junk food as kids. Everything was cheap. You go to the penny store, you get your sugar rush. Oh, forget it. Those beef patties, I know they were the best, man. Ugh, once they introduced that to the neighborhood, it was over. You can only get it in the hood. I mean, I haven't been able to see it anywhere. Um, I never see it on any menu unless I'm like going to the block. When I started working in Harlem, I worked in Harlem for 4 years. There was a Jamaican spot. I'd go there to get my beef patty with cocoa breads or my jerk chicken. Oh, it was the best. I know. There's something about the neighborhood, from the lady in the building that would make pasteles and viragua. You would get it from her house. To the music. There was something special about the neighborhood. Abuela looking out the window, smoking her cigarettes, playing handball across the street. Man, I used to play handball all the time. That was my thing. We used to have a game called Scully, which is crazy. Oh, the summers were the best, man. The summers were the best. You got your bikes out, right? You at the courts. You're playing ball. You're hanging out with the friends on the block. You know. And then the friends with the cars. You go driving. We used to go to Flushing. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we used to go to Flushing, Queens to meet girls, and we used to go to Jackson Heights. We used to go to a place called Casa Colombia to get food. And those are the days. My friend Herb used to drive a Porsche that he built with his father. Him and his father built the engine together. And once it took him a while to build it. Once they got it built, man, we used to get into that thing and go for drives. When you're young, time stood still. Time went on forever. And now you blink and time is gone. Like, where is it all going? You know? There was a set of buildings in off of Hillside Boulevard where they were all connected. You call it like the projects. They were all connected. And there was this guy, I forgot his name. He convinced the owner of the buildings to allow him to build a gym in the basements, connecting two buildings, basements of gyms. He called it Falcon's Nest. And he would charge us, it was like $10 a month, I think it was, or $5 a month. And it was all hardcore. It was like a ghost gym the way he had it set up. It's just hardcore weights. No frou-frou stuff. It was just hardcore weights. And there was just all the guys from the neighborhood would just pay for their membership and just work out. It was a cool place to hang out. I forgot his name though, but he was also a good guy. He was also very spiritual. He was in a play at his church where he played Jesus Christ. I forgot his name, but he was a good guy because, when I was going through a tough time, he gave me a break. And then because of my working hours, he also gave me a set of keys. So I can go in anytime I want, 24 hours a day, because I used to work these late days and they'd like to, go straight to the gym. So he used to hook me up. And sometimes I'd go there before I went to work. I'd go there very early in the morning, like 5, 6 in the morning. Nobody's there. Because nobody would go to the gym till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon to like between 1 and 6 o'clock p.m. is when it's packed. And then after that, it was just like a couple of us. Yeah, but he was a good guy. He used to hook me up all the time. Let's see what it looks like. See, he's coming along. He's coming along. He's looking like a hero. He's looking dapper. It's funny because I was in elementary school and I went to school with this guy. His name was Mehdi. And we were really good friends in elementary school. But then when we moved to Richmond Hill from Jamaica, Queens, and we moved away. So I lost touch. And then when I remember we came back to the neighborhood and we moved back years later, I joined Falcon's Nest, and there was this big muscle-bound dude just working out. And I was like, man, he looks familiar. I know that face. I know that face. I know that face. And every day I kept staring at him, and we're just looking. And then I finally went up to him and said, yeah, Mehdi? He's like, Sam? I was like, yeah. He goes, I was staring at you. I was trying to figure it out. And it was funny, and it was years. How long would it take you to complete a page? From start to finish, if I'm not interrupted, I can normally from like with panels, like let's say 5-panel page or a 4-panel page, it'll take me 8 to 10 hours from start to finish if I wasn't interrupted. Because I could just write, I can have my snacks on the side with my drinks on the side. But yeah, uninterrupted, pencils, inks, colors. It all depends on the complexity of the page too. I mean, if the page is like crazy, then it'll take me a little longer. Like, let me see, where is that? Is it this one? I think it's this one. No, it's this one. Like this one here. Probably took me about start to finish, pencil, inks, colors. The effects take the longest. Doing all of these effects take a while. The layouts, the thumbnails, quick, half hour, no longer than an hour. And then inking over it, about 2 hours, an hour and a half, an hour to 2 hours, dropping into flats. And then it's all of the shadowing and the layers. Like I put all of these layers in folders because there's so many layers. That's what'll take the most, but I can do that page in a day uninterrupted. Now, if you asked me a few years ago, it'll probably take me 2 days. But because once I moved to Texas, because I couldn't find a job for a year and I was just doing Uber, I spent all that time working on speed, drawing every day, trying to get faster and faster and faster. So I intentionally try to get faster. So when I get older, I wanted to be faster now, faster than most people now. So when I got older and I slowed down, I'd be in line where those guys are So then I'd be just at the same pace that everybody else. So I just worked on speed intentionally. I anticipated that question. I felt the disturbance in the force. But yeah, it was one of the things I was like really working on was my speed. What's up, Dog Pound? What's up, Brian? Yeah, I actually, and it's because I draw every day. I think that's another thing. A lot of it's muscle memory from drawing every day. I could tell you that when I took 10 years off from comics, when I got back in, I was slow. I was not confident at all. I was, it felt like I had to start over. I was like, a lot of my line work was rough, and my line work was atrocious. I just practice. And then I watch a lot of YouTube channels with other artists, and I look at how they attack a page and where they start and what they consider when they started doing lighting and all that stuff, when they're doing colors. I'll always be a student of the game, because there's so much to learn and there's so much talent out there. And if I see someone with a pen drawing, it's over, because I just want to watch. I don't care what level they are. I just want to watch. That's what I miss about conventions from my day, because you used to have these art panels. I would go and sit in on these art panels where you would have like Michael Turner or Mark Silvestri or Angel Medina. They would just do live drawing demos. I didn't care how long it was. I had my popcorn and my notepad and my sketchbook, and I would just watch them and draw with them. And it's always amazing to see how people approach pages. Some people, like, they'll just start with the hand. There's no form, there's no sketching of the body, no stick figures. They just start with their hand and they start building. And I always found that fascinating. So I started pushing myself to be able to try to do that. This 749. And they don't do those anymore. I mean, I think the celebrities and the pop culture and the toys and the trading card games took over. So I don't see much of that. And what's the sad thing is that everybody knows what works. Everybody knows what the fanboys want. They just won't give it to them. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I get it. You got to pay the bills, and it costs to do a convention. But you can do things with the city. You could do things with school systems. They'll give discounts. There's a lot of sponsorships or not even sponsorships. What is it? I forget what they call it, the term they use. I think what it is, they've been doing this for so long, they know where everything's at. They can go do proportions without blinking. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Once in a while, I'll try to enter that danger zone. I call it the danger zone. I was like, all right, nobody's looking. Let me try it, right? And I try to build, but I'll do it from the safety of my home because I don't want anybody seeing me messing that up. But I always admired guys like that. They could just pull that off. That's a lot of confidence, and it's really just practice. I mean, these guys just know. They know the anatomy well, proportions, perspective. They got it all down packed. I mean, for a long time, I couldn't draw bikes. I couldn't get cars done right. Weapons, I sucked at it. I had to practice. I forgot who it was. I was watching an interview years ago with an artist. Oh, it was Todd. It was Todd McFarlane, and he was saying what he did was he drew the hand over and over and over and over and over again. He drew it. Anything that it was that he wanted to master. So this way now he can just refer to memory. But he would just draw it over again. So I started doing that with bicycles because I sucked at it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to start drawing this dang bike over and over again until I can do it from any angle. Because it just drove me nuts. But I could tell you this, man. When I pulled out Gorf from the archives, because I haven't drawn him in years, not years, but like all the characters, the muscle memory came back with Gorf. It was just like a quick boom, 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 and I just started just running with it. It just takes time and effort. I try to practice as much as I can. Yeah, man, it's with everything. I remember the first time I tried to play handball. It was embarrassing, right? I was like, so I used to go with my buddy Angel. We used to play at the high school at night and practice, and we just play. And then my buddy Noel, and we used to do it all the time. And then I got good, and then I started playing people. Then I started playing for money. And I remember this one guy, Troy, that I went to high school with. He was really good. And he was telling everybody that he will whoop me and he'll beat me. And at that day I had dress shoes on. I don't know why I had dress shoes on, but something was going on. I don't know if I had an interview. I don't know what was going on. But I said, yo, I got dress shoes on. He goes, oh, you're just using that as an excuse. I said, all right, I'll play you with dress shoes. And we played, I think, for $10. And I was surprised just myself. I beat him with dress shoes on. And then he wanted to play again, and I beat him again. And but I wouldn't have been able to beat him if I wasn't playing every day and practicing and practicing and practicing. to the point where whenever there was doubles, Troy would want me on his team. Yeah, because Troy was really good. But then I was better. Yeah, it was funny. I thought he was gonna whoop me, and but I wasn't gonna go down without a fight. I was like, no, all right, we're doing this. Let's go. The one thing I wasn't so good at, I played, but I wasn't really good at. I was just a regular citizen trying to play the game. Was basketball. I was okay, but nothing compared to the guys on the court. And so I was like, all right, I know my limits. I'm staying off the basketball court and I'm hanging out on the handball court where I could hold my own. But basketball. And I was good at football. We played football. I was good at baseball. I was on a soccer team when I was in elementary school. I was on a baseball team. The second time, solidified it. There you go. 2 times the charm. But one of the things I really loved was riding a bike into the middle of nowhere. Just going off on these long, let me zoom out for a second. So there's he coming along. Yeah, he's looking sharp. He's looking kind of dapper. I used to love riding my bike. We used to ride our bike from Jamaica all the way to Forest Hills, Queens, ride all the way around Forest Park, ride back. Those are good days. All right, now let's get some lighting effects in there. Nope, I don't want that. I need that lighter. So most people know that I'm a huge Alf fan. I love Alf. So last night, yesterday was a long day at work, and I got home, and I went on the cable channel, and I put search for Alf, and even though I've seen it a million times, I rewatched the first episode of Alf when he first crash lands into the garage. It was so much fun. I think we need more unconventional heroes in comics. And Gorf is that unconventional hero. You know? I need a hero. So for anybody who's back, that you're about to have the most fun of the year when you read Cosmic Wars. I guarantee you're like, oh man, this is awesome. Oops. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Come on, come on. All right. All right. Coming along. So as we're approaching the over the hour mark, again, if you're watching this live stream, and if you like the work, if you're digging Cosmic Gorf, please head over to Kickstarter and back it. There's only 2 days left. I have a very talented friend, Lou Pons, who did an amazing homage cover to Frank Frazzetta's Conan, and another talented artist, Marco DeFilo, who did an amazing rendition, which is like an anime Robotech Ultronic cover, on top of the other covers done by me. But it's a great story. Head over to Kickstarter if you haven't done so already. I really appreciate your support. Link is in the chat. Link is in the summary. Cosmic Wars, 2 days left on Kickstarter. Can we get to 60 backers? We already hit 50. That means everybody's getting a free digital Art of Cosmic Wars sketchbook. So that's pretty awesome. So, if we get 10 more backers, we have another raffle. The last raffle we did was on Tuesday. They won a forbidden bag, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to all the 50 backers who came through. But there's 46 of you who have signed up to be notified when we launch and haven't pledged yet. So I hope that you guys come along and back it before it ends. That would be dope. Thank you, Cuz, for being on the show and chatting with me. Thank you, Dog Pound and Brian Kelly and everybody who's watching in silence on Facebook and on Twitch and on Twitter and on Instagram and on YouTube. Thank you, everybody, because we are live on all those places. And I'm going to leave you with a message from the crew. You guys have a great day.
Hi, my name is Samuel. I'm an artist and creator, and I created Cosmic Gorf when I was 12 years old. And now I get to share it with you after all these years. And I can spend this entire time trying to convince you why I would love for you to back this campaign. But I'd rather just
In the shadows of the cosmos, a war is on the rise. A pirate with a broken heart, with treachery is his disguise. Zarkina betrayed his brother for power and for gold. With the whispers of the art, the neon star, legends left untold.